What's up, Eager to Pleasers? Welcome back to another episode of the Eager to Please podcast. I first need to apologize to you for the late post. Full disclosure here, I was fully committed to skipping this week's episode due to some personal issues that came up, and I didn't want to deal with them. But after a few sleepless nights, some hardcore crying, and talking it over with my mom, very lucky to have her, I wanted to put my money where my mouth is and hop on here to share a real life example related to this month's theme. In the past, I would have hit the road running away from the situation, not wanting to talk about it, faking a smile when everyone was asking how I've been doing, but I'm learning that if you allow yourself to let people in, positive things can happen. I don't mean go and tell everyone your entire life story, but tell those closest to you, those you can trust. The world isn't out to get you, and it's how you take that information and deal with it that matters most. We don't have to fight our battles alone. I wasn't sure how I was even going to talk about this because my entire life has been about living out this one simple phrase. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And on Monday, I got some pretty life-changing news. After heating up my coffee for the 99th time, I sat down at my computer to get ready for the work week, as I've been doing since forever. I was sorting through emails and double-checking what meetings I had for the day when in pops a meeting invite from the CFO. He wants to chat with me in 40 minutes. Immediately, my mind starts racing. My heart's pumping. What could he possibly want to talk to me about? Side note here, I had had very few interactions with him since he started with the company. The first time was in a team meeting where it was more of a get to know the new CFO. The second time was for him to tell me that they were releasing the entire team I had been working with for the past 6 years, but my position would still remain. I can't tell you the sense of relief I felt for myself, but my heart broke for my coworkers. Change is never easy, especially for a perfectionist. Then, about 2.5 months ago, I had reached out to him privately to see if he had some time to catch up, but I never heard back from him. Was setting up this meeting his way of apologizing for not being in touch sooner? Or was there something more behind it? I was freaking out. So when I jumped on the call, I saw the name of an HR person on the screen. The person who called the meeting with me wasn't even on yet. I felt ambushed, and I knew immediately what this meeting was about. I'm trying to play it cool, but I'm obviously in full panic mode. So many emotions were running through my head. What is even happening right now? Is this for real? Then the CFO hops on and he asks how I'm doing. Of course I lie and say, "Oh, I'm doing well. How are you?" And his response was very direct and to the point. And he goes, "Honestly, I could be better. But Natalie, I want you to know how much we have appreciated all you've done for this company. This is 100% not a performance-based decision, but we've had to make the tough call to eliminate your position." Ugh, there it was. Sucker punch to the gut. I don't even think I remember anything else that was said during that conversation other than me nodding and saying, okay. So I get off the call, my head still swirling, not knowing if I want to cry or scream or both. And I immediately call my mom, of course. Of course I do. That's what we do when we need to talk to someone about something serious. I tell her about the call I just had, and as I'm saying it out loud, I almost feel a sense of relief. For years, I had not been happy with my job, and it became a dread to log on every single day. Not only was I not feeling like a part of my team, I was killing myself waking up at 5 a.m. for work calls with Europe, trying to make all of my business partners happy by answering them in a timely manner, even when that courtesy was not extended to me. And all for what? I felt like a nobody, just a warm body filling a seat. Fast forward 24 hours, and as I'm still processing being laid off, I receive an email over lunch saying that my song, 5 O'Clock Shadow, was just officially named as the first place winner for the country category in the 2024 American Songwriter Song Competition. This is huge, so huge. For a competition that runs for an entire year, having thousands of submissions, this song won. I just about fell out of my seat. This was definitely God's way of saying, I heard your prayers. No one loves the feeling of being let go from anything, let alone a job that has to support you and your family. But if this isn't a sign that I need to go and pursue my music journey, then I don't know what else is. Where this leads me, I'm not quite sure. And that's the scary feeling, especially for someone like me who doesn't like uncertainty. But I'm embracing this new path wherever it leads me, because I know for the first time in my life, when I say I'm fine, I truly mean it. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode, and I can't wait to see you back here next week when we bring in a very special guest who is near and dear to my heart. I'll see you then.